dawn of the first and final day. Session... I don't even know.
Over 9,000! Welcome back, everyone.
Hello. I can't wait to see My Chemical Romance later this year. 2020 reunion tour. Woohoo!
Wait, you have tickets to go see them?
Yes, I bought pit tickets. They cost $200.
Oh, who are you going with?
My friend Kat and Cody.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
It's nice you hanging out with your friends, even though you didn't,
Yes. Do you like My Chemical Romance? Enough to go to a pit? Enough to take off on a Saturday night?
I was about to like guilt trip you, but then I thought, no, wait, I wouldn't want to go, so
why don't I try to, just keep going. See if this is something you're actually interested in.
Nah.
So you were going to go on a Saturday night to New Jersey into the pit.
No, stop. As soon as you said going out, then I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Oh, well, right. Of course.
That's all it takes. Oh, I have to actually leave my house? Okay,
yes, that's how you see a band, Andrew. You leave your house.
No. You see, that's why I don't go to Comic-Con, because that involves leaving my house.
But Alexis has been harping about you going to Comic-Con for years.
He has.
You should go to Comic-Con at least for one day.
It's not that I don't... Whoa!
Oh, boy.
Okay. It's not that I don't want to go. It's that I don't want to go enough to spend money and go through the trouble.
So what you're saying is you don't want to go?
Not enough to go through the trouble of going.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to collect all the fairies in here?
This isn't the temple yet, but I'm going to try to collect the fairies.
Do you at least know what you get when you collect them all?
I forgot to look it up. What I get. I forgot to look up what I get.
Oh,
right,
boy.
left, right, down, right.
Do you need me to write this down?
Yeah, that's going to be great because I'm going to be using this a lot.
Okay, where's my pen?
Cool. Not this one yet. Oh, no, wait. I can do it right now.
Whoa. I missed something. Those thwomps, bumping each other.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna use that
Elegy of Emptiness in order to leave statues of myself to sit on these switches so that I can make it up.
I see. Do they have any other practical use?
No, that's it. They just switch people.
Do they?
Huh. That was...
I thought that boulder was gonna knock you to your death.
I thought that too.
But no, you just... Laws of physics be damned.
Laws of physics be damned indeed. Oh.
Oh, hey, I remember those guys in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
And they die the same way too.
I do say I kind of miss seeing adult Link in action.
Ah, what the?
You're too light to be on that switch.
Really?
Yes. Deku doesn't eat enough protein, dude.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't. He's not swole enough.
What, did that make a difference?
Well, yeah, because if the Deku's too light, then I got to use the Goron and the Zora masks.
You couldn't use your original body again?
Well, no, because if I create another copy, then the first copy I created will vanish. So I have to make other copies.
Oh, wait, how does he look?
Terrified. Terrifying.
Oh. Oh, my. Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah, he's angry and he's terrifying.
Is that the position Goron David Bowie was in when he died?
I'm gonna die like a boss. What? That was so weird. I just go through rocks?
I don't think you... It looked like that rock hit you, but it didn't do anything.
Yeah, it created that effect, but then nothing happened. That is the weirdest thing ever. There we go. Much better. Yeah, so the one from the first one was getting blocked, in case you were wondering.
Okay. Well, that's a cool puzzle. Do you remember the...
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. See, you didn't even need me to write it
Well,
down.
well, I might forget later. I
Okay,
might forget later.
Yeah, okay.
So you hold on to that. You hold on to that.
What does that Zora look like?
Not as terrifying, but the eyes are like the.
Yeah.
Because they take on the shape of like who they were. So.
Oh, that's probably his face was when he died, and I thought you were gonna fall. And sorry about the barking, folks.
All right, what's going on here?
Someone's throwing boulders at you or something.
What's going on here?
I think you just gotta do what you did before.
Yeah, but nothing's happening. So...
Maybe you gotta do all three at the same time for something to happen.
Maybe.
That's my educated guess.
Well, let me go up there first before I do that, just to double check.
Can the residue of those broken rocks hurt you?
The residue? I
like
think so.
you know, like after it breaks. See, like those things.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, this does something.
That one looked like it clipped through you.
This definitely does something.
Okay, so while we're figuring out this puzzle,
yeah.
What's the deal with Breath of the Wild?
What about Breath of the Wild?
Like, why haven't why did you put it down?
Why did I put it down? Because it's so big. That's
Giggity.
What she said. I don't know. It's honestly, it's like a really kind of crazy big adventure. It's kind of hard to keep track of it all. Like, so I've come to learn something about myself. If a game is too large, I actually get overwhelmed and bored.
But isn't Skyrim also like pretty large?
Well, actually, that's what I'm gonna get to. Actually, I learned this because basically my problem is with a game like Skyrim and Fallout. I'll play these games, right? And I'll hold up, let me do this song first. So, with Skyrim and with Fallout 4 specifically, because those are the two games that I've played the most in my recent years, what I would do is, and for those of you who don't know what Skyrim and Fallout are, they're basically two giant RPGs made by Bethesda. Honestly, it's a miracle if you haven't heard of them because, like, you know, they're really popular. But also there's a lot of controversy with Fallout 76, but that's a story for another time. So what I would do is I would play Skyrim, right? And I would more or less make the same kind of character each time, right? I would make a swordsman that wore heavy armor, right? And what I would do is I would play the game, and as I was playing through it, two things would happen. One, I would put off the main quest to do a bunch of side quests to grind up so I could make the most powerful armor for myself, because that's what I was interested in. I was interested in making the most powerful armor so that when I finally got to the end game, I looked really cool. I could do a lot of damage, you know, like, you know, I wanted to suit myself up, right? So while I was putting off the main quest in favor of side quests, I would start to get a little bored, right? And I don't like using that word. I don't like using the word bored because there's so many fucking things to do in this world. It's a miracle that people get bored at all, right? I would start putting off the game, right? And then I would stop playing it altogether. And then I would come back to it after a couple months and I would have new ideas and I would be interested in new things, right? So then I would say to myself, fuck it. It's like, it's been so long. I don't remember what I was doing, you know, how far along I am. Even though, obviously, you know, the game keeps track of my quests. But I would just feel like really stilted, really out of place. So what I would do instead is delete that character and remake them. And I did this so many, like, uncountable number of times. It was ridiculous.
I'm gonna make an assumption and think that Breath of the Wild is shorter than
well, the world is larger, if that makes a difference.
Maybe a little bit, but I don't know. I think I don't know, like if I were to pick up Skyrim or Breath of the Wild, I think I would be more comfortable picking up Breath of the Wild.
Well, maybe, but you know, it's not just a problem for Skyrim, it's also a problem for Fallout because the games are so big. But anywho, so these games are so big And you can customize so many features that I keep changing my mind. What I want to do, who I want to be, what I want to play.
You have commitment issues.
I do have commitment issues. Not to say that I would cheat on someone.
Is that why we're still not married?
Yes. So...
You son of a bitch.
Relax. You'll get over it.
Yeah, I cheated. Yeah, I cheated on you already.
That's unfortunate. Alright, did I get it? That's weird. It looks so far away.
Okay, now maybe you want to switch that out quickly before you use it?
Yes. So, I have the same problem with, kind of, with Breath of the Wild, at least. The game is so large.
It's so large.
Shush! I gotta think of that stupid song. The game is so large that I kind of
Were you telling me to shush or the dogs to shush?
Both. So the game is so large that I kind of get intimidated by it, and when I play those large games,
it's okay.
that have a lot to them, they have a lot of sustenance, a lot of things going on. I get intimidated sometimes by the scope of the world, but more than that, what is also problematic is the fact that as I learn the world, I think to myself, oh, when I come back here again, I'm gonna do this differently. So
you shouldn't let size intimidate you. Just let it in nice and slowly. You know, wait until you're nice and relaxed, and then just let it in. Sometimes trying new and big things is fun.
Oh my god. Anywho, so that's one of the reasons why I put down
Breath of the
Wild, because the game is so large. And like I just explained, that's also the reason why I put down Skyrim and Fallout, because I just keep essentially
wasn't there some drama with Fallout, like some controversy? People were disappointed with the game.
With Fallout 76, yes. Basically, Fallout 76 was going to be like the MMO of Fallout 4. And Todd Howard, the director of Bethesda, made all these promises of like, oh yes, this game is going to be enormous. This game is going to have this amazing resolution and blah, 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 blah. And what did everyone get? They basically just got a copy and paste of Fallout 4 that's more buggy than ever before, with really shoddy online connectivity. So
wait, what about those 3 switches?
They're for when I come back outside.
Okay.
The other way. Okay, so the gimmick
This is the dungeon?
This is the dungeon. Stone Tower Temple. The gimmick of this dungeon is that you can flip it upside down.
And I can dance on the ceiling, you're saying?
No, I'm saying that, like, you see how the dungeon is layered right now? I can flip this whole thing around and basically be in a complete, like, the same dungeon, but a different layout.
I see.
It's complicated.
Is the gravity affected?
Yeah, like, it just, you know, it's gonna correct the gravity, obviously.
Okay. What do you mean, obviously? What's obvious about this game? There's, like, rat bombs and stuff.
Yeah, but gravity is always gravity. It's the one constant, okay? I clearly can't go here. Or can I?
I hear spiders.
Yeah, there's more than spiders, buddy. Trust me. Yeah, I can't go there. Oh, look who respawned. All these fucks.
Anyway, like, speaking earlier of, like, Comic-Con, I probably wouldn't even be, like, want to go through the trouble of dressing up either.
Why not? Half the fun of going to Comic-Con is cosplaying and taking pictures.
Because it's work.
You do work literally all the time. You work on this show.
Because it's for an important cause. Comic-Con is a one-time thing.
It's not a one-time thing. It's a yearly thing.
It's a one-time thing if I'm there. That's like, and like, not, you know what I mean?
Listen, you don't have to cosplay. It's just more fun if you do.
I don't even know, like, what I would do, because I feel like I would just be lazy. I would do the same thing that I do on, like, every recent Halloween. I just put on a Big Bang Theory shirt and I say, I'm Sheldon. That's it.
I mean, it would work out. Surprisingly.
Oh, wait. So now the size of the character you are is going to, like, take into account.
Yep.
Ah.
So, yeah, Fallout 76 sucks. And even to this day, like a whole year after its release, it's still a buggy mess.
Yeah, I heard not good things about that game.
Because there are no good things to say about that game. And it honestly, it made me really question my faith and interest in Bethesda if that's how they're gonna essentially treat, you know, their customers. And not just customers, but like everyone.
Well, who else are they? What would they be treating if not their customers?
Well, because like, okay, yeah, it is a customer thing, but it's like, you know, they don't give a shit about the customers and instead cater to just the people who own stock because they care about money. So, and this is an EA problem too. They, you know, they no longer care about wanting to put out good, fun games. They only care now about stock, about money. And it's like,
okay, granted, yes, it's a business and that's to be expected of them, but what these companies seem to not understand is that if you treat your customers like shit, then your business is going to suffer. So if you do care about money and you do care about like making a profit, making business, you want to keep the players' good intentions in mind.
yeah. Also,
You want to have good intentions for the players also so that your business won't suck and that you make more money. Hence why Nintendo has been successful so far.
yeah, because they keep their...
For the most part.
But not only their customers, Nintendo...
And their employees.
Also, yes, Nintendo also does
Like-
good by their employees.
Like I think it was Shigeru Miyamoto who took that who he cut his pay in half so that
Yes,
he could keep his staff so
Without-
that they not only could keep their jobs but that so they could also maintain the quality of the games they're working on.
That is the most respectable thing to do, and the man deserves to have a golden statue made in his honor.
But it also makes sense from a business standpoint because if he did fire all those employees, then the quality of his game would suffer. Do you have to use can the little one can the Deku work on any of those switches?
I mean, maybe the Deku statue will work, but I don't think so. Let me try.
Like,
though.
is there any tiny? No, it doesn't work on that one. But why are you doing the thing? It doesn't work on that one.
I don't know. Maybe the statue is heavier.
I guess we could try it.
If not, I'm gonna have to
Nope.
leave the room.
Oh my God, it's naked.
I know, he's very naked. I think I know what I did wrong.
What did you do?
I have to leave the room and come back.
What do you mean you have to? Oh, does it reset all the clones you made?
Yeah. But I need it for the boxes. Shigeru Miyamoto made, I think, one of the most respectable decisions
And smart decisions.
and a smart decision. But it just goes to show you that Nintendo has their head on straight, and it's a little disappointing that it's only one big video game company when there are so many out there, like EA, Activision, Blizzard by extension, BioWare. Well, they're all kind of owned by EA or Activision. But, you know, why... oh, no, Sony has some problems too, actually. Not that I can name any off the top of my head right now, but Sony does have problems. But it just goes to show you kind of like...
Any test to see if the Deku works on any of those switches, or are they all the same size?
They're all the same size. It's something else that I need. It's one of these boxes.
Oh, you gotta move the box onto one of those switches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay,
Actually,
now
there's
we're cooking
more than
with...
one box, so I could just keep putting it down on switches.
Ah, now we're cooking with gas.
Yes, we are now cooking with gas. I don't understand
But
why a
al-
hollow box...
Also, one thing I want to commend Nintendo on is that they learned their lesson with all the copyright strikes on YouTube, because it used to be a pain in the dick when we did Mario Odyssey for the channel because we would get random like copyright notices for like certain songs that were playing in the background and some cutscenes, and then I'd be like, oh, and then I gotta take the episode down, I gotta redo it and then put it back up, and then some of them I didn't even bother. I just left it with the notices on because it didn't actually give us a strike. It just meant that any profits would go to them. Any ad revenue would go to Nintendo. But then one day, like, I checked my our copyright notifications, and all the ones for Nintendo were just gone. And I'm like, wait, what? And then I did, because I didn't change anything. And then I later found out that Nintendo is now more lax with sending out copyright strikes on YouTube because they learned that, oh, no, wait, this is free advertising. Let's not screw over these content creators.
Good on them.
So next time on Dynamite Bros, Jason's going to do something with these statues.
Probably.
Good on you, Nintendo.
Good on you, Nintendo.